So, you think you know Big Sky Country? An introduction. Alright, let's talk North Dakota. Some folks, they hear that name and they picture, well, maybe they don't picture much at all. Or they think it's just flat, miles and miles of nothing. But let me tell you, they're missing out. This place, it's got a soul. It's got a quiet kind of grandeur that sneaks up on you. It's not about flashy billboards or crowded theme parks. It's about something more real. Something that gets under your skin if you give it half a chance. It's about the land and the sky and the stories etched into both of them, waiting for someone to come along and pay attention. The prairie, that's the heart of it. It's a word that conjures up images, sure. Grasslands stretching to the horizon, maybe a lone bison, if you're lucky. But it's more than just a postcard scene. This prairie is a living, breathing thing. It's a complex ecosystem, tougher than a $2 steak, and twice as satisfying to understand. It's a landscape that demands respect, and rewards it with a beauty that's both subtle and overwhelming. You just have to know where to look, and how to see it. It's not always obvious, but it's always there, a constant presence. So, if you're looking for an adventure that's a little different, a little off the beaten path, North Dakota might just be your ticket. And trust me, it's a call worth answering. The Green Ocean. Unpacking the prairie's plant life. Now when you first lay eyes on the prairie you might think, it's just grass. And yeah, there's a lot of grass. Miles of it. But calling it just grass is like calling a symphony just noise. There's a whole world of plant life out here, each species tougher than the last, all fighting for their spot under that big Dakota sky. These aren't your delicate little garden flowers, pampered and pruned. These are survivors. They've adapted to blistering summers, bone-chilling winters, and winds that could peel the paint off a pickup truck. They're the unsung heroes of this landscape. Take the wildflowers, for instance. You'll find them tucked in amongst the grasses, splashes of color against the green and gold, purple coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, prairie roses. They're not just pretty faces. They're vital. They feed the insects, which feed the birds, which feed, well, you get the idea. It's all connected. And each one has its season, its moment to shine. Spring brings one wave of blooms, summer another. It's a constantly changing tapestry, a subtle show that rewards the patient observer. Prairie neighbors, the wild residents of North Dakota. Alright, so we've talked about the plants, tough characters, every one of them. But what about the critters? Who calls this vast expanse of North Dakota home? Well, let me tell you, the prairie is buzzing with life. It's not always obvious. These animals are smart. They know how to blend in, how to survive. But if you're patient, and you keep your eyes peeled, you'll start to see them. And what you see is a pretty amazing cast of characters, each perfectly suited to this unique environment. They're the true natives, the ones who figured out how to make a living out here. First up, the big guy, the American bison. You can't talk about the prairie without talking about bison. These magnificent beasts once roamed these plains by the millions. They're a symbol of the wild, untamed West. Seeing a herd of them, thundering across the grassland or just quietly grazing, it's something primal. It connects you to a time long past. They're powerful, majestic, and a crucial part of the prairie ecosystem. Their grazing patterns actually help maintain the health of the grasslands. They're not just residents, they're architects of this land. Teddy's Turf exploring Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Now if there's one place that really captures the spirit of North Dakota's wild side, it's Theodore Roosevelt National Park. This isn't just any park. This place has a story. It's named after a guy who knew a thing or two about being tough, about facing challenges head-on. Teddy Roosevelt came out here as a young man, looking for a refuge, a place to heal after some personal tragedies, and what he found in these badlands, it changed him. It shaped him. It helped turn him into the conservationist president we remember. The Badlands. The name sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it? But trust me, they're anything but bad. They're spectacular. Imagine these rugged, multicolored hills and buttes carved by wind and water over millions of years. It's a landscape that's stark, dramatic, and incredibly beautiful. It's different from the rolling prairies that surround it. It's like stepping onto another planet. Section 5. Beyond the Badlands, more must-see prairie spots. The Theodore Roosevelt National Park is a showstopper, no doubt about it. But North Dakota's prairie country has more tricks up its sleeve. It's not a one-hit wonder. There are other spots, other experiences, that give you a real taste of what this state is all about. You just have to be willing to venture a little further, to look beyond the main attractions. And when you do, you'll find places that are just as captivating, just as memorable, each with its own unique story to tell. These hidden gems often offer a quieter, more personal connection to the land and its heritage. Take the International Peace Garden, for instance, straddling the border between North Dakota and Manitoba, Canada. Now that's something you don't see every day. It's a beautiful, serene place, a testament to peace and friendship between two nations. Thousands of flowers, meticulously manicured lawns, fountains, and sculptures. It's an oasis of calm in the middle of the prairie. It's a place to wander, to reflect, and to appreciate the simple idea that we can all get along. It's a powerful symbol, especially in today's world, a quiet reminder of shared values. And then there are the small towns. Section 6. The real deal, understanding North Dakota's local culture. So who are the people who call this vast North Dakota prairie home? What makes them tick? Well, you're not going to find a lot of pretense out here. These are down-to-earth folks, farmers, ranchers, small-town business owners, people whose lives are tied to the land, to the seasons, in a way that many of us have forgotten. They're a resilient bunch, shaped by a landscape that can be both beautiful and unforgiving. They understand the value of hard work because out here you don't get much without it. It's a culture built on grit and self-reliance. Hard work, it's not just a phrase here, it's a way of life. Generations have toiled on this land, raising crops, tending livestock, building communities from the ground up. They face challenges, unpredictable weather, fluctuating markets, the sheer isolation at times, but they don't back down. They adapt, they innovate, they persevere. There's a quiet pride in what they do, a deep satisfaction that comes from making a living with your own two hands, from seeing the fruits of your labor. Section 7. Footprints in Time, the rich history of the prairie. This North Dakota prairie isn't just a pretty picture, it's a history book, pages written in the earth itself. Long before settlers, this land was home to Native American tribes, the Mandan, Hidatsa, Arikara, Lakota Sioux, and others. Their cultures were intricately woven with the rhythms of the prairie. Their stories and sacred sites are the first chapter in this region's human story. Their connection to this land runs deeper than any plow. Then came the explorers, fur traders, and pioneers. Imagine packing up everything you own and heading into this vast, unknown territory. They faced incredible hardships, harsh weather, isolation, and backbreaking work. Their legacy is visible in the old homesteads, some still standing, some just ghostly outlines. You can still find echoes of that pioneer spirit today. Visit a local museum, and you'll see the tools they used and the clothes they wore. Walk through an old cemetery and read the names on the weathered headstones. Section 8. Wide open spaces, adventure awaits in the great outdoors. If you're the kind of person who feels cooped up indoors, who craves fresh air and a bit of elbow room, then North Dakota's prairie is your kind of place. This isn't about fancy resorts or crowded trails. This is about getting out there under that enormous sky and experiencing nature on its own terms. The opportunities for outdoor adventure are as vast as the landscape itself. Whether you're looking for a serious challenge or just a quiet moment of connection with the natural world, you'll find it here. It's a chance to unplug, unwind, and recharge your batteries. Hiking and biking are fantastic ways to explore. Theodore Roosevelt National Park has trails for all abilities, from gentle riverside walks to more strenuous climbs that reward you with incredible views. State parks, wildlife refuges, and even some county roads offer miles of opportunities to stretch your legs and breathe in that clean prairie air. You might spot wildlife, discover hidden wildflowers, or just enjoy the solitude and the sound of the wind in the grass. It's simple, it's pure, and it's good for the soul. For those who enjoy casting a line or heading out for a hunt, North Dakota is a bit of a paradise. The Missouri River and its tributaries, along with numerous lakes and reservoirs, offer excellent fishing for walleye, northern pike, and other species. And the hunting traditions run deep here, with opportunities for waterfowl, upland game birds, and big game like deer and pronghorn. It's more than just a sport. For many, it's a way of connecting with the land, of understanding the cycles of nature, and of putting food on the table. Section 9. Your prairie story. Why North Dakota should be next. So, there you have it. A little glimpse into the heart of North Dakota's prairie life. It's not the first place that pops into most people's heads when they're planning a vacation. It doesn't have ocean beaches or towering mountain ranges that dominate postcards, but what it does have is something authentic, something real. It's a place that doesn't try to be anything it's not. And in a world that's increasingly loud, crowded, and artificial, there's a whole lot of appeal in that. It's a different kind of beautiful, a different kind of adventure. If you're tired of the same old tourist traps, if you're looking for an escape where you can actually hear the wind and see the stars, North Dakota might just surprise you. It's a place to slow down, to breathe deep, to reconnect with something fundamental. It's a chance to see a landscape that has shaped the American character, to meet people who embody resilience and community, and to feel the echoes of history under your feet. It's a journey that can be as much about internal discovery as it is about exploring a new place. This isn't just about ticking a state off your list, it's about experiencing a unique slice of America. It's about understanding the value of wide open spaces, the importance of preserving our natural and cultural heritage.